Hello everybody and welcome. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Golden Lab. Last we left off, double point finish in Spain despite our clear lack of performance. And it's not the car. Despite that, double points finish. We scored 7 and 8 in the driver standings, P4 in the teams, which is again higher than I think we should be, but hey, we're still ahead of Chapman, so we'll take it. I think it's going to be a fight for probably P5. I don't see us being over Chapman at the end of the season, but who knows? Because today is Mutton Chop, not Silverstone. Mutton Chop. Promise, very different. And it's obviously going to be wet, so expect some red flag drama. And it's going to be wide with a better engine performance. We also took on a challenge to optimize, what was it? Steering? Chassis? Engine? Don't remember. We gave a new part to Romano, but the reliability of the car suffered. And, well, let's just say I'm counting on a red flag to be able to fix the car. We could build a new part, but it's going to be unreliable. It could be more reliable than the current part, but I want to give the new part to Rodriguez. You know, fairness and balance. Romano got a new chassis, you can see from the performance. So I like to keep $9 for a new part to be able to build it and then increase its reliability. So I'm not going to get in there with a new part. Hopefully we don't regret that. And let's go right in. And it's going to start cloudy, then overcast, then rainy. And we need to golden tune the steering. That's not a bad track for steering. It's a pretty balanced track, to be fair. Okay. Well, qualifying is going to happen at the middle of the session, because when it starts raining, lap times are going to drop. It's barely any rain. It's actually good for us, because we are good at running dry tires in the wet and not binning it. Although Argentina proves that it's not too reliable. Mark, the driver for not Ferrari, is still a bit hungover. Okay. I don't think we were in contention with them, but who knows? Miracles do happen, Mike. Alright, let's go out for a first couple of quick laps. Please leave the pits. Please leave the pits not right in front of us. Okay, thank you. Nope, you're bogging us down. Ryan? No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, first laps are in. 3/10 away. Advantage Romano, better car, not surprising. Dropping down the order, but still in the points. Yeah, that's probably where we are at. But we've got a very good engineer, so tuning is going to be critical. And we need to golden tune one steering. I'm thinking we put all the steering on Romano's car, and we give a bit of engine to Rodriguez, because there's a lot of corners, and engine does affect acceleration. So I think we're going to do two different strategies here. See how that pays off. Not bad. Hey, this time Pope actually likes Rodriguez and is tuning the car well. Unlike last time. And we go full on steering for Romano, who's going to try to overtake a lot in the corners. In the many corners of Mutton Chop. Let's see, 8, 4, and not too bad. Not too bad this time around. Now there's no maggots and Beckett's. This one, it's kind of hard to see the corner names. Sheeplechase, please. These are all references to real corner names. Forest. Forest and trees, yeah. All Hallow, yeah. QP. Oh, what a cute corner name. The Apron Strait. Sweep. It is a sweeper. Township Bend Village. Canterbury. Gremlin. Again. Road. Yeah, the privet. That chicane at the end is foul. This is just bad. And already Lovera bins it in the wall. Well, that's one free position. But that's also our flying lap interrupted. Fortunately. I should have pitted them. Oops. So we kind of lost a lap on the others. That's okay. As long as we get the tuning, I'm not too bothered about the first laps. Playing a bit fast and loose here. It's kind of tempting. And we already got a golden tune on the second pit stop for the engine. Very good. Now, do I want to go chassis for the long straights, or do I want to go steering for all the corners? I think we're going to go steering. One of our fortes, and that's what makes overtakes in the corners. So let's put our eggs in that particular basket. So we're far from a golden tune here, however. Yeah, this time Rodriguez is Pope's favorite. And he's not a little kid, though. Anywho, off to another flying lap. If I knew the name of the corners better, I would be able to make jokes about them, but I'm not too familiar. And Rodriguez again cannot focus. Guys, I give you free tracks and everything. Back to P7, P8. It seems that on pace, this is where we belong. Man, the engineers are doing solid work on the car. Because it ain't the drivers, let me tell you that. Okay. More tuning, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, very good tuning. Very good. Jesus. On fire for Rodriguez cars. Rodriguez's car. It's a tongue twister, okay? Ah, god damn it. I didn't have a choice. I had to. Ah. Romano not being advantaged by our tuning. You're not stuck behind anyone. Come on. Vonheim is pitting. No, that they outlap. And you're stuck behind Fonseca on an outlap as well. You're both in the zone though, so do your magic. And that's back to P7, P8. And immediately down, but yeah, okay, P9, P10, that's fine. Since I'm expecting some red flags, not as critical, but we still want to be as much at the front of the pack as possible, right? Yonk! Okay, are we gonna reach a triple golden tune on this one? We may very well do that on Rodriguez's car. Now, I'm counting on the fact that at the end we'll have amazing pace, thanks to the slightly wet track. The tuning of Romano's car is kind of worrying to me. Now, engine have a bonus on this one. So, I think I'm going to engine instead of chassis. Chassis is already pretty good. 18. Ooh. 2. Oh. Yeah, well, you win some, you lose some. All the same to me. Okay, we're ahead of the pack. For Rodriguez. Come on, leave the pits! And they're both in the zone. They're both... Okay. P6, P7, in the zone indeed. And it's starting to get wet. That is good for us. We want it to be slightly wet. Not Inter's territory, because we only have an advantage when we're running dry tires on a damp track. So no bonus for Inters, but I don't think we're going to reach Inter's territory. Still in contention for the triple tune here. The triple golden tune. Yeah, not with Romano. In my very first season, I had triple golden tunes playing on my own save. Not here though. We've got a very good engineer too. That's a bit of a letdown. Okay, if we send them out fast enough, we'll be able to have another couple flyers. I kind of want to be able to tune the car once more at the end, especially Romano's. Okay, free track, but you're not in the zone. Rodriguez is not improving. Romano is improving. Romano taking it from Rodriguez. Only 7/10 away from P8 and Schaub. Okay, and we should be able to tune once more if I do that right. I don't think so, actually. Nah, we're not... Okay. We're not going to be able to do an out lap, a flying lap, and an in lap to be able to tune it again. So, what I probably want to do is tune it and leave as late as possible to have well, better grip, but also a bit of rain. Where the other drivers should, in theory, have a bit of a handicap, but we should have a bonus. All right, that's the plan. Yuck. And, I mean, that's not too bad. Yeah, no triple golden tune on this one. Oh well. So I'm going to keep you in the pits until as late, basically as late as possible. I want you to go as late as possible. Come on. Okay, at least we got 2 golden tunes. 154. Yeah, we're not... No, we're not going to be able to do... Outlap will be 2 minutes, and then it's going to be 2 minutes, and then we won't be able to tune. Okay, so we'll send you out basically with a bit more than 2 minutes left in the session, just to have the maximum grip. I don't want to send you out in traffic either. Okay, let's go. And let's go. I think we came out at the right time. Don't get bogged down behind Van Heim. No, Van Heim is in... Okay. Okay, Rodriguez in the zone. Rodriguez, you're P11 right now. I want to see a top 5. That's not happening, but I want to see it. And they're not improving. They're not improving. Yellow, white times all over. I mean, they're not... He didn't improve. Nah, yeah, no, it was too wet. I should have sent them out immediately. It was a gamble. I gambled and I lost. Well, P9, P11. This is pretty much on par. This is where we belong. Not too mad about it. We tried. Probably sending them out as soon as possible would have led to a slightly better lap time, but may not have led to a position on track, so it's fine. And it's pouring. In England. Well, that's new. Yep. See the grid. So, oh wow, it's starting almost... Yeah, it's starting at the start of the window for wet tires, and it's only going to get worse. So there's only one option here, wet tires. Nobody got drunk last night. 5 red lights. And away we go! And we immediately get swarmed and down to peak 14, 15. Wow. Oh, and suddenly we make it all back. Well, I guess it's a first lap. Well, everything can happen in the rain. So, both of you chill. Grip is only going to increase. I like using my fuel as late as possible when there's as much grip as possible. Yeah, we're getting overtaken, but I cannot say I'm surprised. It's fine. It's a long race, not a sprint. There's no such thing in the 70s, right? Okay. Take it easy. Now, if there's a few flags, we could, in theory, run only 2 sets of wet tires. So 1 stop. But I suspect that there's going to be some red flags. I'm not going to tell them to push unless they are in the zone for a lap. Move things forward a bit. The race seems to settle down. Okay, no in the zone yet. And it's pretty... And there it is. Fonseca, who binned it in quali. And in last place, just binned it on the straight. Got back on the power too quickly. And we got 6 minutes of yellow flag. Well, double yellow safety car, call it what you will. Virtual safety car even, in the 70s. So that's going to extend tire duration, tire life. But I don't think anybody's going to pit. Too early. So we're going to keep track position. And I'm going to tell them to push on restart. Never know. Maybe able to make a couple positions in the first corner. Rodriguez is in the zone. Very good. Try to get 8 points position with Vasilier. Can't get past him. Have you tried not being absolute trash at driving a Formula 1 car in the pouring rain? Because I haven't. I'm just asking. Yep. Okay, Romano, you can chill. You're not overtaking anyone in these conditions. You can't. Yeah, there you go. Rodriguez overtaking Cillier. South African Peter Cillier, I believe. Rodriguez in the zone again. Both of them. All right. I'll take that. Now it's getting wetter. It's gonna get oscillating, but it's still wet tire weather. And I believe that the prediction said at the end of the race it's gonna be even wetter. So it's gonna be a wet tire race through and through. Same. I like it when we have some intermediates to throw in the mix. Now I don't want them to go in the red zone. I do not trust them. Do not bin it. Rodriguez will be in the zone for this lap, so I'm gonna let him cool down. And at the end of the lap, tell him to push. Push. Alright, there you go. Try to keep contact with the top 9 and make a bit of gap to Cillier behind. Very good. Very good indeed. And you overtook for a while, but still you have a better chassis. No, it's Lovera. Lovera has a better chassis. Probably because he overtook on the straight. Or maybe a better engine, because engine performance is better on this one. We have a good steering for this stage of the season anyway. Race 4. Okay, nobody's looking like they're bidding it, and we kind of see packs, and you can see the McLarens and the Ferraris are way ahead of the others. We have a bit of a DRS train here, without DRS, with Schaub. And Mortson is in kind of no man's land. Alright. Pit window is going to open pretty soon if you want to go for a 2-stopper. We don't. But we may have to. I would really like a red flag for Romano, but Romano being in 16th, we may just try and fix his car. Instead of trying to chase for points that are not going to happen. Oh, you're in the zone again. Okay, Romano has decided to come back with a vengeance. He's got a better car. He's just hasn't been extracting any performance from it on this race. 6 seconds away from Campbell. That's bad. Ooh, and it's gonna be less rainy towards the end of the race. We may reach into territory. Ronnie Campbell already in the pits and a slow stop. I'm pitting them right at the end of their life. The tires, not the drivers. They're still good to go for a little while. Although it's a rainy race, you never know. Not a dangerous track, so there's not an increased chance of them having a terrible time after an accident, but Romano, you're in the zone. Push. Romano, you do get a bit more life out of your tires. So we can delay your stops a bit and try to have more optimal tire condition. So that's a good thing. Even if it doesn't gain you a net pit stop, being able to push a bit more on these tires is always good. I like this silkworm trait. On focus, chill, both of you. Okay, I think I'm gonna pit Rodriguez pretty soon. Okay, if I pit now, we're going for a 2-stopper. Unless... One thing I could do is try to delay it as much as possible and hope for a yellow or a red flag so we can do only 1 stop. We have to take risks. We don't have the better car, so we need to risk it on strategy. So I'm going to let them on track as long as they can get. Should I tell them to cool it? Conserve? I never use this mode, but that may be what we need to do here. At least for... Yeah, but he's gonna get overtaken left, right, and center. Okay, Rodriguez, you're in the zone, so you're gonna push, and then you're gonna box. Romano, you're gonna get overtaken anyway. They are on fresher tires. Everybody's pitted, so I don't want you to lose too much time. You're gonna pit on this lap as well. Shame about the absence of flags, but we can't lose too much time by just crawling around, hoping for a flag that will never come. Okay, P10, P13, that's fine. That's pretty much where we were before the pits. Although Rodriguez is being chased by Cillier now, but we got fresher tires. Oh, I should have waited one more lap. That would have been the golden lap. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And it's... Oh, it's the... Mark, binned it. That's one free position for us. And that extends our stints almost right at the death. Oh, that would have been a cheap pit stop. Oh, well. Bill milk and all that. But hey, that's a free position. And Rodriguez is looking like the most serious contender for points on this one. Alright, we're about to go green. It's lights out and away we go! Oh, okay. Give it to Kostler. Hey, Romano, you've got 10 seconds to Cillier. I'm not seeing you catch that much, but hey. How are we doing for fuel, by the way? Oh, even on full push, we finished the race? Okay, well, full push now. Not touching fuel anymore. That's good. That's good. We're gonna be getting a bit more acceleration out of the corners. Beep, beep. Rodriguez is catching up to Loop. Nope, nope. 2 bad laps. He ain't catching anyone in these conditions. No, he's still catching. This rate, next lap, is right on Loop's gearbox. Was Loop having a bad lap as well? Oh, Romano, you're in the zone. Push, 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 push. Try to make up your 7 seconds to Cillier. Can be a threat at the end of the race because we're on fresher rubber. I'll take it. And it looks like Rodriguez is doing a fine job. And, okay, it's the lap. It's the lap you overtake. It's not Loop. I know his first name because he's one of my drivers in my personal career. And you're suddenly losing seconds in every corner, despite the fact you're in the zone and you're pushing. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a grand central station of disappointment, aren't you? Romano is on Cillier's gearbox. Track's drying and these wet tires are going to fall apart. I want to pit and change tires. Really? No. No. We're still very much in wet territory. It's still a couple laps too early to box you. However, we can definitely push before we change these wets for inters. Let's do that. Let's have you guys push. Nah, Romano, calm down. It's too early to box. Okay, Rodriguez can't focus. Romano is in the zone. I need to check Romano's stress and keep it under control. I don't want him in the red zone, but I want him to overtake Cillier on track. Our pit crew is good, but I'd rather overtake on track. Come on, the last section. Oh, it's not Peter, it's Pete. Pete? It's a very Dutch/South African name. Okay, Moretti has already boxed. Is it the lap? Is it the crossover? It is the crossover point. Okay, both of you, you're going to box at the end of this lap. These inters will last us easily until the end of the race. So push on your in lap. We're doing okay for now. We're doing okay. And we're just on time for the crossover point. I believe a lot of... Oh, they're not pitting. I really want to see these wets to the end. Well, we don't. Let me just tell them to stop pressing out. It's a slow pit stop for Rodriguez. No! Oh! We lost the ball lead. Somehow Romano overtook Rodriguez in the pit. Maybe in the 70s there were 2 pit boxes thingies. Oh, that is foul. But everybody from P4 to P12 is going to box. But we probably lost a few seconds there. That is dramatic. I should have told them to push out of the fresher rubber. Yes. Okay. Okay, we're better off, despite the slow stop, and Rodriguez losing a few seconds, we're better off. With 6 seconds off the road from Larousse. Loop and Mostyn still got a pit. We're not catching up with Loop. Okay. Points position. Let us not bin it. But I still want them to push. These tires are going to definitely last till the end of the race. As long as we manage their stress, Romano, you're too dangerous here. And push. And we're going to get lapped. Which means pressure tires at the end. One less lap to go through. Everybody's on inters now. Okay, Rodriguez, you're good. Don't overdo it. It may be drying, but it's not dry. Can't get past Moretti. You're not getting past Moretti. There's no world in which you unlap yourself. This is Ferrari driver, the Minardi driver, and the Minardi driver is going like, I can't get past the leader, and you're like, dude, no, you can't. A better driver, and they got a better car. Although I'm not sure they got a better car. It's very weird to me. Are they not investing? Well, they're going to get so much more money than we do every race that very quickly they're going to overtake us. So we need to get as many good money as possible and good parts for next season. And both of them in the breeze. All right, catch up to Loop. You'll need 2 seconds off the road. Very much doable. Get them before the end of the race. Still 7 laps to go. A lot of life in these tires. So we're very much in contention for P8 here. P7 may be a bit of an ask, but push. What are they doing? They're also Loop is also full pushing. Why are you guys trying to save your tires, Ryan and Morton? Oh, you're too far off. Ryan is in the middle of nowhere. He has no business pushing. Yeah, okay. Okay, with 12 seconds clear of Cillier, P11. If we don't bin it, double points finish is on the cards, and we are chasing Loop like he owes us money. It is not excluded that somebody bins it, including us. You can't get past Tristan Loop. I know. But Rodriguez is in the zone, and Steiner binned it. Okay, Steiner was P14, it's not a free position, but it's going to be 7 minutes. And on the restart, oh, the restart is going to be wild. No pit stop to be made, there's no... So it's going to be a straight shootout, a straight 2-lap shootout to the end. But wait, the leaders lapped us. There's going to be 1 lap. It's going to be quali, but with overtakes right at the end here. I'm not sure we're going to get Tristan Loop. But you guys are going to push like it's going out of fashion. Yes! Yes! Come on! Last lap. Keep it on the track. Keep it on the black stuff. Rodriguez, if you can overtake, go ahead. Romano, if you can pull away, go ahead. Double points finish in the car. Don't bin it on the final straight. I will be very mad. And I think it's going to be P8, P10. And another double points finish! Okay, that one wasn't as eventful, but we, again, outclassed ourselves. Mark binning it was very beneficial for us. But double points once more. We are consistently scoring points. That is amazing. Ferrari taking top 1 again, but their second driver binned it, so McLaren is taking points off of them in the championship. That is very far away from us anyway. Score 5 points. It's 3 fewer than Chapman and Hemlock, which is bad, but at least it's a double score finish, and we get 2 extra dollar redos for our successful sponsor challenge. P7, P10 in the leaderboard. Rodriguez is dropping. Romano is still holding strong, but tied with Larousse and Schaub, and they're going to overtake. They're going to overtake us. But it seems we are very much the 5th team on the grid, because Pope, Chapman, yeah, April, Hemlock, Bancroft, Vernier, still at 0, 1, 2, 4, and we're at 13 and 18. So if we finish P90, P10 in the championship, maybe even higher, that would be an amazing first season. And we're at 31 points. Chapman will eventually overtake us, I think. But basically, we're in a fight with Hemlock for P5. They should be better, but we started P10. Remember, on paper, we are P10. Right now, we're P4. So even if we finish P5 or P6, that will already be monstrous progress. And that was Mutton Chop. Next up, Hopkins Boot, because of the boot shape. Hello, Italy. Clearly Watkins again. But also a wet track. And a dangerous track, where crashes are more likely to be serious or catastrophic. Yeah. We got 12 little redos. We clearly need to put a new part. There was no red flag, and yeah, Romano's car is starting to fall off a cliff. If the reliability gets too low during a race, you can have mechanical failure, and you have to DNF. We don't want that to happen. We may have to split the money between new parts and repairs, because even Rodriguez's car is not faring too well. But that's going to be a problem for you tumbles, because this is the end of this episode. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Hope you had a good one. We'll be back next time for Hopkins Boot. Have a good one, everybody. Ciao, ciao.